How you doing? I'm Big D. What I want to talk to you about today is when is the silver price going to be exposed? The real true silver price. I know that everybody's looking for this answer. And I'm thinking, I believe between now and America's birthday, we're going to find out. And I'm going to tell you how it's done. And we're going to discuss that because I want you to leave some comments in the comment section. Try to share this out because I think this is important, especially for your family. Now, how does the government keep the silver prices down? Well, they utilize banks, and they utilize futures and options on the COMEX to set the price anywhere they want. They set the price of oil at minus $40. So why can't they set the price of silver or any other commodity? When you think about it, all it is they use fake paper. We're going to get really deep into this, so you're going to want to stick around. Now, where do you think they can set the price of silver? The key is getting physical silver in your own possession. That's one of the most important things, and as much as possible. Now, this is just a recommendation. See my disclaimer in the description, because what is going to happen, and I do believe this 100%, I believe the true value is going to be very, very soon. And I'm really believing now that it could be on America's birthday, July 4th, 2026. I think a lot is going to be given to us as far as information. Maybe even before, but I think that day is going to be a huge emotional day for America. And I do believe for the world. Now, after you get this silver into your hands, and hopefully it is going to be legit silver, not fraudulent silver or fake silver, definitely not paper silver. We're just waiting for the collapse. And the collapse is coming. I'm telling you right now. And I'm kind of, when the whole thing will fall apart it's just very, very soon. It will coincide with something Janie Moonstone published long ago. And that day is coming very, very fast. I think it will happen before the birthday of the United States, like I've already stated, of America. 250-year celebration. Don't you think that would be perfect? Should be interesting. But let's take a look at what we're gunning for. In the old days, they went for a 100-day moving average and 200-day moving averages. And that's how they fleeced us. Weak hands in silver. Now, mind you, 95 to 98% of all trades on the COMEX. All trades are the bank trading back and forth to each other with high frequency trading programs. This is a proven fact. They've proven it millions of times over and over again. The interesting thing, as everybody should be looking at, is the volumes are literally going down. I mean, we're at least yesterday's volume was 32,000 contracts. That's only 150 million ounces. Mind you, we've had billions of ounces traded in one single day. So these are not actually real trades. These are high frequency trading programs trading back and forth to control the price of silver. They can put it at minus $40 if they wanted. They could put it at $1 million. Well, ultimately, it is the United States of America that can control the game. We invented the game. And Alan Greenspan invented the computer program to create the electronics financial system and the rigging program back in the early 1970s. Now, everybody should know that there has not been any free market trading of silver since at least the 1970s. But we can go back before the 70s, really kicked off because of the computer price manipulation when everything turned digital. All of a sudden, you could trade 1 billion ounces of silver in one day, and there was no ramifications at all, especially if you're the United States government giving the okay and along with colluding with the banks. It's interesting that the Epstein files, that there was an email from a guy saying, hey, we can, you know, we can squeeze the silver market. This is in 2011 timeframe. Epstein never responded to that because he already knew the game. He has no, he knew it when it would be have been a losing. This was 2011 when silver went to $50 again for a second time. J.P. Morgan bought it up like from 25, brought it up to like $25 to $50, and then slammed it back down to create an artificial bear market. It literally had walked everybody through. It was happening in real time back in 2011. Here in 2026, the same thing, the same but different day. These are all computer derivative trading back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It's just crazy that all these experts come out and say, well, because we're at war right now, it's driving the price up and down, but usually it's keeping it low, much lower than what it should be. You could have a nuclear bomb go off in New York City and in London. It wouldn't move the price of silver unless somebody at the Fed clicks the mouse. They could put it and do this ultimately just sitting there at their desk. $1 million an ounce to destroy the banking cabal and get our country back. That's what needs to be done. Before that, they could put it at minus $40. And every time I say that, people, they kind of laugh, but they said it's impossible. But then again, remember, they put oil at minus $40 a few years ago, but that's when it happened. Now you say it's a storage issue, some people, that silver is at the price it is. They can make it whatever they want. It wasn't a storage issue. It isn't a storage issue now either. The reality was it was a way for the shorts to get out and go long. It was criminal. Of course it was criminal. This whole exchange is criminal. There's not one free market on the planet. Not Shanghai Exchange. How about that? Look at what's going on there versus the COMEX. The price is dollars away from each other. How can that possibly be? It's the same silver, right? Now, I'm as an American free market guy. Many people say America has free markets. No, the stock market is not a free market. It's a joke. It's manipulated just like every other thing that we have to deal with on a daily basis. 100% by the Trump people right now. Yes, I'm saying something a little negative about Trump, but I think it's in the plan to give us our country back. So I do believe it's a good thing. Now, there's a trading floor in the basement in the Treasury building. They've brought the cameras down there, CNBC, I think it was. They use this room to monitor the markets. They can buy by infinity, puts and calls of anything they want. Infinity, don't forget, one of those computers that Elon was talking about creating infinity money was in the basement of the Treasury building. So it doesn't matter. Price doesn't matter. Physical metal doesn't matter. All the physical metal is leaving the warehouses. We are currently down 78.9 million ounces in registered silver at the COMEX. And just look at the 6 months just driving, or the registered silver was 200 million ounces not long ago. And now we're at 78 million ounces. The total got up to 340 million ounces. No, I'm sorry, 540 million ounces. Now we're at 337. So yes, this game is ending, but it's ending slower than we all want. Well, not really. When you think about it, it gives us a chance to keep buying silver, taking care of your family when it finally becomes the true price. I still definitely want to get a little more silver for myself, and I'm sure you do too. So it's in the $70 range today. We should start considering it, if you can find it. We can always use a little more silver. It'll definitely pass $120 an ounce. I have to truly believe that. Don't buy it because I'm saying it. Buy it because you believe it. Like I said in the past, do your own research. This is just something I'm giving you because I feel strongly about it. Now, the key is not the price of silver. The key is when they they can shut down the market. And here's what Miss Moonstone talked about long ago. Jeffrey Epstein, bizarre connection with Bitcoin to the financial markets. You name it. What was Epstein into? I mean, whatever you can think of, he was into it. Who was he connected with? They're saying multiple stories are coming out that he worked with the Rothschilds. And if you know anything about the Rothschilds, that's all they did is manipulate the people of the world. And if you don't know about the Rothschilds, wait until that case comes out. So probably running a lot of their cons, the Rothschilds and Epstein, when he was alive, a lot of their money was gone through Epstein. The big one is JP Morgan Chase, the world's largest derivative holder. As far as banks are concerned, banks are special entities. They get to create money out of thin air, out of just, click of a mouse. How do banks lend money that they don't have? Oh, it's easy. They borrow $10. They lend out 100 with derivatives. They lend out 1,000. What could go wrong? Doesn't matter. It could be any dollar amount. Wait till all the banks start selling the same asset, and it's about to happen. I hope you're just on the sidelines. Don't play any shorts or longs. Don't play any mining companies. We're down to physicality. That's all that's left at the end of the day. And then, as we move out of that, we will get into crypto. But bizarre that they say Epstein, his connection to Bitcoin. Not even close to bizarre. I mean, the crypto started in the early days. Now, open secrets about the Hollywood sex rings go out there. And, well, it's just crazy that, Epstein is part of this whole situation. But all the stuff about Epstein is coming out. And when the rest of the details come out about Epstein, and I'm sure there's a lot more that we have never even heard about, but can we handle it? Can we handle what we're possibly going to hear, because I just can't even imagine how crazy it can get. But from what I'm hearing, it is crazy. He's probably into everybody's pocket, every bank, every country. There's a lot of details that are going to shock the world. But I think with those secrets that we're learning more and more about how our money has been stolen from us. I mean, it should be a revelation that Jeffrey Epstein is needing the bit of a Bitcoin. People from very early days, as soon as you got into that kind of thing, I bet you learned a lot of odd things about life. Bitcoin is one of the situations that could make millions for an average individual. But I just wanted to bring by a possibility of a date that I believe it is something that you should consider. And if you weren't considering watching the show at the White House on our 250-year anniversary of America, I think you might want to reconsider. There could be a lot of good things coming about, maybe even before. But I'm thinking they're going to hold the good stuff until that day, and I will definitely be watching. I want you to have a great rest of your day, and please leave a comment. I do appreciate it. And if you want to, and if you like what you just saw and you want more of it, please subscribe. Hit the bell notification for all so you get all the updates. I'm trying to do at least a couple, 3 shows a week. And I think some of these details I think you need to know, especially for the future. God bless. Have a great rest of your day.